Askelson here. It is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, week 8 of distance learning. And today you're going to start working on some things called spiral reviews. And if we look at this review, we're looking at some of the things that you've worked on throughout the year in fourth grade and going back some into your earlier years too. But there's 8 problems or 8 different activities on this particular spiral review, and we're not going to do all 8 of them, at least on the video that I'm making, because it would take an hour to do the video, and I don't think you or I would want to listen to that for an hour. So we're just going to take one thing each day from these spiral reviews and work on those, and then as we go through, we'll kind of touch base on all the different skills that's being shown in these reviews. So the first one we're going to work on today is the time. And remember, with time, there's 2 kinds of clocks. There's an analog clock and there's a digital clock. And an analog clock is the one we have mostly at school. It's the circular face with the numbers starting up here at 12, going around, ending back up here at 12. Each one of those little marks in between the hour numbers are the minute numbers. 60 minutes in an hour. On the other one is a digital clock, and this is probably what you have more of at home or you see around if you're out. It has numbers on a screen to tell you the time, and they're separated by these 2 little dots in the middle, hours on the left, minutes on the right. So we're going to look at the analog clock today, and the question is, what time is shown on the clock? So remember, when we're looking at an analog clock, the hour hand is different from the minute hand. The minute hand, which is the longer of the 2 hands, points to a specific number as shown by the little marks. On this particular clock, the minute hand shows 48 minutes. So you start up here. It's kind of a little bit confusing because 12 at the top starts at 0, but it also ends at 60. So it has to go around 360 degrees to get back to where it started to. And if you did that, that would be 60 minutes. So each one of these little hash marks that would be on a digital clock counts as 1 minute. The other hands, the 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, those are the hours. And the hour is a little different in that the minute hand points to a very specific number somewhere on the clock. The hour hand points to a space on the clock. It says the hour hand has a space. As long as the shorthand is within that space, that's the hour. So you can see there's these spaces. It starts at 12, goes over to 1. This is the 12 space. From 1 to 2, this is the 1 space. 2 to 3, the 2 space. 3 to 4, and you kind of get the idea. Even though this minute or the hour hand might be pointing right up in here, a lot of people would look at that and say, well, it's pointing to 2, but it's not. Until it gets to 2, it's still the 1 space. Okay, so that's kind of something important to remember. The minute hand points to a specific number shown by the little marks. The hour hand points to a space on the clock, and it can be anywhere within this space, and that would be 1 o'clock, or the hour would be 1. So if we combine the minute hand together with the hour hand, you can see here's the minute hand, and the minute hand is pointing to that little mark right there. And I didn't put all the numbers around on the outside. You don't see many clocks that show the actual minute numbers. They're just shown by these little marks. And if I was to start up here at the top and count all those little marks all the way over to there, I would be at 48 minutes. The hour hand is past the 1, but hasn't gotten to the 2 yet. So it has this space right in here, which pointed to the hour of 1. So putting the minute hand with the shorthand or the hour hand, the time on this clock is 1:48. So as you're looking at the clock for the activity today, it's important to understand those 2 things. Minutes point to a specific number going around the clock, and you can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can count each one of those if you need to get over to where you're at. But the hour hand has a space, and as long as it's in the space, following the last number that it went past, that constitutes as the hour of 1. This is the hour of 2. This is the hour of 3, and all the way around the clock. So your activity for today is to say then, what is the time shown on the clock? Longhand, minutes. Shorthand, space of the hour. So hope that was helpful, fourth graders. Have a great day.